What is up, everybody? We are back for another predictions video, and we are talking about Bad Blood. For those of you that don't know, Bad Blood hasn't been around in damn near 20 years. It is kind of what the company used to use as like the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view to like pay off big blood feuds and stuff like that. And we're kind of getting that here, but I think that a lot of these feuds are going to continue past this. I think the only feud we're going to get a definitive end to is Punk McIntyre, and we'll talk about it. But let's just jump right in. Let's start off talking about Nia Jax defending the WWE Women's Championship against Bayley. I think Bayley's doing great right now. I hate to say it because I'm not a fan of Nia Jax, but I think Nia Jax is having a career year right now. She's having probably the best run of her career, and I don't think it's time for it to end, surprisingly. I don't like Nia Jax. I never wanted her to be champion, but I don't think Bayley is the choice to retake that title off of her. So I'm going to take Nia Jax here. I think that Bayley really doesn't have much of a chance of winning at all. The big question here will be, will we get a cash-in? They're teasing Tiffany and Nia not being copacetic anymore, and that could be what we're leading to. And if that is what we're leading to, then maybe we get a cash-in. I think Tiffany holds on to the briefcase a little bit longer, so I'm going to take Nia Jax to not only retain here, but also walk out of Bad Blood as still your WWE Women's Champion. Now, on the other side of things, we have the Women's World Championship, where current champion Liv Morgan will defend that championship against Rhea Ripley. And just as an added element to that, Dirty Dominic Mysterio is going to be suspended above the ring in a shark cage. I will say, it's going to be fun to watch Dom just panic sitting in the shark cage above the ring. I've never been a fan of the shark cage gimmicks. I think that they're weird, especially with guys like Dom, who are kind of really skinny and probably fit through the cage. But we're going to ignore that element. It is interesting. They're putting, this stipulation on to make you feel like there's going to be no outside interference, which is why I think there will be outside interference. And I think we're setting up for Raquel Rodriguez to make her return, hopefully. Hopefully she's past the health issues. I can't remember what it's called, but I know she suffers from some kind of skin ailment. And so hopefully that is cleared up. Hopefully she's doing well. And hopefully it's well enough for her to return to the ring. She does have a history against Rhea Ripley. She has a friendship in the past with Liv Morgan. Raquel's been a heel before, so it's not like she can't turn heel again. So I'd be interested to see that and get that kind of Shawn Michaels Diesel dynamic where you've got the sly, smaller champion and the big muscle bodyguard kind of dynamic. I'd be cool with that. And then that can also lead to a Raquel-Rhea feud to postpone the big blow-off from this Liv Morgan-Rhea Ripley feud until maybe Royal Rumble or even WrestleMania if we really wanted to push it that deep. Now, while we're talking about members of the Judgment Day, past members of the Judgment Day, let's have another match between current and former Judgment Day members as Finn Balor and Damian Priest finally have a match after Balor turned on Priest at SummerSlam. This is going to be a great match. They've had matches before. I don't think people remember that they actually had a mini feud over the U.S. title a couple years ago. But this is whole different. This is a blood feud now. I'm excited for this match. I think that this low-key could be best match on the card. I think Finn needs to win. It's the first match. I feel like this needs to be a longer rivalry that has at least a couple matches to it. I understand a lot of people might be getting to the point where they're like, long-term booking doesn't need to happen for everything. And it doesn't. But for a feud like this, it should. Priest winning would almost certainly just end the feud right here. And I think we're also better off if both Terror Twins lose. And I have Rhea Ripley losing, so I'm also going to take Priest losing. Now, after that, we will talk about the Bloodline, represented by Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu, accompanied by, I would assume, as of recording, WWE Tag Team Champions, but that could change this Friday on SmackDown in that triple threat ladder match. Tama Tonga and Tongaloa facing off against the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Cody Rhodes and the OTC Roman Reigns. Smart money, Cody Roman. Safe money, Cody Roman. However, I think we could be setting up for a turn here. I think we could be setting up for a swerve of some kind. Maybe Randy Orton turns on Cody. I know everybody's thinking like, oh, Kevin Owens, he's finally going to turn. I think Randy's going to turn. Maybe Kevin and Randy both turn. It'd be fun to watch them as heels together. They don't even have to be heels. They could just be mad at Cody. Kind of like Xavier Woods and Kofi. And if Roman and Cody win here, I feel like the Bloodline loses all momentum. I can't imagine Jacob eating a pin yet. Solo eats a pin here. It's a horrible look. Again, smart and safe money is pick Cody and Roman here. I'm going to take Solo and Jacob because of the better booking options coming out of Bad Blood. Not to mention what better way to get some real good heat on the Bloodline than to have them beat the 1 and 2 in WWE right now in Cody and Roman. Both of which are touting this is my city because Roman played college football there. Cody's from Atlanta. It would be great for the Bloodline to get a win here. So I'm going to take the Bloodline. This one's the hardest one to pick in my opinion. Because both sides could use the win. Both sides could make a good story out of the win. If it is the main event, I would like to take Cody and Roman. If it's not the main event, I would like to take the Bloodline. And because I'm hoping it's not the main event, I'm going to take the Bloodline. But this is the one I think I could be very wrong on. Now, moving on to what should be the main event. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in the final match of this rivalry, hopefully, in Hell in a Cell. This has got to end the feud. I think this is where all the shit talk, all the bullshit, this is where it has to end. Drew has been working the best this past year off of losses, so I think him losing this is okay. Punk needs to really look strong coming out of his first big rivalry back. So I'm going to take Punk here. I'm going to take CM Punk to get this win. I think that McIntyre will do some amazing work coming out of this loss. He'll break psychologically losing this rivalry to Punk. Punk will look good coming out of it, can start a new feud, start ramping up towards Royal Rumble or Survivor Series, whatever they want to have a big moment for him at. And then we will circle back to this, I think, for WrestleMania. I still stand on we should somehow figure out a World Heavyweight Championship triple threat match between Punk, McIntyre, and Rollins. If we can't take the title off of Gunther in a smart way by then, a fatal 4-way. But yeah, that's how I've got this going. So I'm going to take Nia to retain, Liv to retain, Balor to win, the Bloodline. Ugh, I don't feel good about that one, though. And then CM Punk to close the show with a great go-home moment. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you guys got winning every match. What match are you looking forward to the most? And why do you hate the idea of Dominic Mysterio being in a shark cage like I do? Because it's going to be stupid, isn't it? But with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm Pip. Y'all the greatest, and when in doubt, we'll see you next time. See ya!